Hey, second grade. Today's math learning goal is I will tell time as minutes before the hour. So you should have page 287 out. Before we begin, I just want to do something to introduce our topic today. This is the time Miss Ishins gets up every morning. Notice I know it must be 6 something because 6 owns this space between the 6 and the 7. My minute hand? What is that showing? So I know it's 6 something. Let's count. We start at the 12, 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Miss Ishins gets up at 6:25 every morning. I know that is 25 minutes after 6 o'clock. But how many minutes is that before the next hour? Well, first off, what is the next hour? The next hour is the next one in line. The next one around the clock, which would be the 7. But how many minutes is that before 7 o'clock? Is it 25 minutes before 7 o'clock? That might be what you're thinking. But it's actually that many minutes before 7 o'clock. Let's count them. What I'm going to do is start by counting backwards. We're going to still start at the 12, but count counterclockwise, which means the wrong way around the clock. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm not going to stop at my hour. 25, 30, 35. It's 35 minutes before 7 o'clock. What I want you to do now is find this piece of paper here for me. All right, so make sure it's page 287. We're going to write our name up at the top. See if you can write your last name too. We were practicing that back at the beginning of March. And we're going to start with number 1 and do these first 4 together. We're going to write the time in 2 different ways. We're thinking about what the next hour is. This one right here on the clock shows me 5:45. I know that because the hour hand is pointy between the 5 and the 6. That means that the 5 owns all of this time, so it has to be 5 something. And when I skip count all the way to the minute hand, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, I know it's 45 minutes. It is 45 minutes after 5 o'clock. But how many minutes before the next hour? I know my next hour is 6 o'clock, and it's 5, 10, 15 minutes before 6 o'clock. Let's do number 2 together. First, I look at my hour hand, the shorter one. My hour hand is between the 2 and the 3. I know that the 2 owns this territory because it owns everything after it to the next number. So it's 2 something. But 2 what? Let's count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. It's 50 minutes after 2. 2:50. But how many minutes before? Well, my next hour is 3. That's my next number in line. But how many minutes before 3? Let's count back. 5, 10. It's 10 minutes before 3. This one here tells me, number 3 tells me it's 40 minutes after 11. That means when it says 40 minutes after 11? It must be 11:40. But what's our next number in line? 12. How many minutes before 12 is it? Let's count backwards. 5, 10, 15, 20. It's 20 minutes before 12. Let's do this last one together as well. 55 minutes after 7. That means it's 7:55. What's the next hour in line though? 8. 8 comes after 7. How many minutes before 8 o'clock is it? We start at the 12 and count back to the minute hand. 5 minutes before 8. What I want you to do is this back page here. You're going to do 1 through 4, just like we did on the front. And then on the bottom, it says, Kate arrived at school at 35 minutes after 7. Derek arrived at 20 minutes before 8. Which classmate arrived at school first? Make sure you mark these on the clocks and it'll be easier to tell. Let me know if you have questions on any